Woohoo. All right. And who? There we go. Adding to stage. Adding to stage left. Or maybe right. Could be either way.
Oh, he's there.
I am
You know
here.
what, Sean? I
What's the
have
matter?
I put it in my harness, and I'm like, tell me I'm not crazy. It's crooked,
It is
sideways,
sideways. Yeah, sideways. Yeah.
even though it's horizontal on me.
Horizontal on you, but sideways here. That's
Yep.
weird. That's weird. Oh,
Megan, mute that.
oh, and there's
No, mute
Megan.
you.
So we are going to be. Let me turn my camera around. Just wanted to make sure my camera was working, and it does seem to be working just fine. So here we are. Here we are. Here we are. All right. So
I mean, I guess I'll change mine to not sideways. Like I'll
I don't
carry
know.
it, but when I carry it vertical, it's like right in the middle of my chest, which is not flat.
Really, you don't say?
Hold on.
Well, oh, somebody rolling on in here. Hello, hello, people. It's good to see everybody. Welcome to Fat Turtle Racing.
Welcome to the Fat Turtle Experiment.
If you welcome to the Fat Turtle Experiment. So if you're new here and you're just watching this, hello, Christina G. Good morning. Make sure you like, but more importantly, subscribe. Help us push our numbers up a little bit so we can share our experiences with everybody else out there. So,
Get on our Facebook and do the same.
yes, Facebook and Instagram. So if you pretty much just search Fat Turtle Racing across all of your social medias, and coming
Meg,
soon, I guess we're going to create a TikTok. Um, you will be able to find us. And our next race is,
can you see this?
hey, a week from today, actually, right? July 14th. I think our start time's 8 a.m. So it'll be good. It won't be, hopefully, it won't be quite as swampy as it is today. Um, I don't know. I don't, right now, I don't particularly mind the heat, but the air is way thick here in New England, which I don't know. I mean, it's going to be hot, right? It's the summer. So no matter what, if you have time to fix the stream, it's, oh, yeah, I already changed that. Thanks, Christina. It did say 11:30 p.m. up until about 5 minutes ago. So, um, these people have been running. I've been on the shelf for about a week. Today is my first day of back to feeling normal after some severe back pain. But thank you to my sister, uh, who was here visiting from Pennsylvania. And actually, Lindsay had a really good idea the other night. So she's a licensed massage therapist. When I told her what was happening, she said, "It's not your back, it's your glutes." And I said, "Get out of here." So she worked me over for 3 days. And today's the first day in literally like a week that I can not only stand, but walk without having near debilitating pain. So today, to kind of ease back into it, we are going to walk uh, a gentle 3 miles, which is good. I myself, as you can see this, have some new gear I've picked up. So, Christina, you maybe. So we got ourselves a hydration vest because I've noticed that um, when I get, depending upon how much I eat and drink before I run and how soon before I run, when I eat and drink. I have noticed that my stomach will hurt. And initially, I thought, oh, maybe it's dehydration. So, and that really was pronounced in the 5K we did, the Narragansett Summer Nights, to kick things off. So I said, well, you know, what can I do? So I tried the next couple of runs for me, I tried some different things. So here's what I found is that for me, there's going to be a fine balance of eating and then drinking about, give or take, about 6 ounces of water before I run, somewhere in about the hour beforehand time mark, so that it doesn't make my my stomach hurt or not hurt as soon. Because here's what I found is when I ate and or drank a bit, I could probably get, whoops, hold on. There we go. I could get, instead of like a mile and a half in, which is half a 5K, I could get like 2.5 miles in before stuff really went sideways on me. So I decided to get a hydration vest, which I've been talking about with these guys for a while, a little bit earlier than what I planned. And the hope being is that hopefully with this on, I'll be able to sip water a little more often and maybe prevent that I don't know who that is. Somebody, that guy in the car come rolling around the corner going, yeah. um that was funny. Hopefully it'll prevent that stomach pain or cramping from happening, because there'll be at least a little something in there. So we bought a Nathan. It's like their entry level. It's nothing glamorous. It has a pocket on it. It says one size fits most, and I will say it does recommend up to a 46-inch chest. Mine, however, is a little beefier. My chest is like a 52, 52, somewhere in there. So it does fit me. The bottom strap is definitely tight. The top strap fits awesome. It is comfortable. So, and again, it was entry level and cheap. So you can get them, I think, at Nathan's right now for like $50, not including the shipping, if you have to pay for shipping. So
You could get my hydration vest for less.
yeah, you have you're using pouches, right? On the belt.
Yeah, mine is, I got it on Amazon, and I think I'm not going to pronounce it right, but it's called like Njawi, and it's just a belt that has, like, the whole top is open, it's stitched in a couple places, and I'm fairly certain it has like flexible silicone bottles that are 8 ounce. I'm fairly certain that it can hold probably 6 of them if I wanted it to, and if I didn't put my phone in it, probably 8.
And I think I would make
And it
a
was
good
like
point
$20.
about those bottles that you have because of the slosh factor.
Yeah, that's
So,
actually why I got them, is because I've heard a lot of people have had trouble with the water sloshing around. What's really nice about those is that once I fill them, of course, there's water from the spigot, right? But you just tap it out, you can squeeze it until there's no airspace, so it collapses, and you're not getting bubbly froth, you're not getting slosh. The only thing is that It is like a little weird to get used to reaching your hand into the pocket to pull them out. But for $20, sign me up.
Right? I mean, it's cheap. So I obviously the vest is a little bit more, but not much. Like I said, it's like $50 on the Nathan website right now.
Yeah,
So,
one of
and
my
the
biggest
bladder,
concerns though is the heat factor of wearing the vests, because they do cover your shoulders, which I feel like my shoulders get sweaty, my back gets sweaty anyway. So
I
to
know if
put
you
the
can.
bladder, yeah, I mean it's a give and a take, right? Like you're gonna have
See
to do
that
it,
there?
but if you're asking me to
Yeah,
see something,
I
I'll have to
think,
look at my own chest.
yeah, no, sorry. So I think I think the belt in terms of functionality is maybe um, a little bit easier. It's easier to probably manage than the vest, maybe. But from this is going to be probably too much information. Hey, Pierce, what's happening? But for me, I have a problem, and that's keeping my drawers up.
Oh yeah,
So
you know what though? I don't have that problem. It's a pretty wide belt, so like it kind of goes over my whole waistband. Oh
yeah,
look, somebody
yeah,
else must be in this stream because I heard a small
yeah. We
voice.
added Stephanie.
Um,
So
yeah, you know what I mean. A lot of people do use vests. I know that the co-producer uses a vest.
yeah, and
I
so
just feel like I didn't want to move my body carriage, like adding weight to my back, adding weight to my waist. It's like I've been dropping weight from my waist, right? That's not
right.
anything anyway. That's my ass is still big. So whether I put a belt on it or not, you know, the extra weight, it's not making me balance in a funny way. It's not changing my gait at all. So, and like I said, I'm like terrified. I mean, today, what is it right now? You said 80 something degrees and
80.
soupy.
Yeah, it's yeah, like 80 something.
Like even this harness that I'm wearing, there's like a small plastic emblem in the back.
And full disclosure, Lindsay has an extreme heat sensitivity. Like, you folks don't even know. super, super sensitive to heat. And not just because, like, it's hot, like, there's other stuff, but so that, for those of you that may have you know, it's almost like an allergy, right? I mean, when we went to Disney, you had that Disney ration a day, 6 hours. Oh, what happened? Anyways, so
Oh, I lost you for a second. But yeah, the day we went
oh,
to
there we
Disney,
go.
I had something called it's a exercise induced vasculitis, which is also known commonly as Disney rash. That was a
It
new
was gnarly.
experience.
It was
Yeah, it was
wicked
bad.
gnarly.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
Pierce,
so
we
hot.
yeah, yeah. I mean, and listen, and full disclosure, it was hot. Like, there's
Yeah, no, it was
no, I
hot,
mean,
and
it's
we did
Florida, it was
walking.
hot. And it wasn't even the
But
hottest
the
part of the
fun
day when
thing,
it started.
I know, and the best part is that you're
Uh-oh. Well, hang in there. She'll be back momentarily. Give her a minute.
am I gone?
There you go.
Oh,
We,
I
I,
said the cure was.
ooh, here we go. Now, I don't know where Stephanie and Stella are. They're walking somewhere. So,
Anything.
um, oh, everyone's frozen.
No, I'm back.
Oh, there we are. I'm not
I
frozen.
don't
I
know
can
why
see everybody
we
else.
yeah, but you have that fancy cell
I do.
service.
I do. The walking and the boozing, Pierce says, yeah, the walking and the boozing, it's killer. So,
I don't think it was booze that caused my problems. I think I just
no, it
am a
was
walking
literally
train
heat.
wreck. Hello, Stella.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we're getting the Steadicam. That's a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my hope is I thought that the
No music.
hydration bladder in this is like 1.5 liters. So I thought that it would be maybe a little bit heavier on my back than what it is. But I am also much larger than like your average human. So, you know, what's 1.5 liters? Is that a gallon?
I don't
Something
know
like
that
that?
conversion off the top of my head.
Me neither. But whatever weight it's adding, for me is unnoticeable. But for a smaller person, I could see it maybe being uncomfortable or some sort of added weight.
I feel like you
Yeah.
get used to it though.
I mean, you may. I hope so.
I mean, I run with a 1.5 liter vest, and I get used to it probably like a mile in.
Yeah, so Megan's been running with one of these for a while, which is good. I will be curious. So I was telling these
Well,
guys in our group text that my plan for the last probably, I don't know, however long it's been since the first 5K has been that
3 weeks.
starting, yeah, that starting after this week, like this race, this will be sadly the end of 3-mile runs. Now they need to be like 4 to 5 at a minimum, at least for the next couple weeks. Hurts my
Way to
soul.
join the party. The rest of
I
us
know
are all running that.
you guys have been running like 5+ miles each, like every day for weeks now.
I tell you what, though, I started official half training 2 runs ago, and I am sore today.
I would say that is a great idea because what is it?
Being
August, we
sore?
figured it was August was when they said they recommended you should start, but I've always felt,
Galloway, yeah, it was like August
yeah,
30th or
yeah,
29th.
I've always felt extra time can't hurt. So I've been doing the 10K routine. It was so in the Galloway app, there is 2 different 10K programs. So one of them is if you've already run at least one 10K, and that one is for time. The other one is like beginner. So if you've never run before, never run a 10K, it is 0 to 10K. It's called 10K to finish. So that's the one I've been working on, and I started, I don't know, something stupid early, but I think come this
Never too
weekend,
early.
I will probably switch to his half marathon program because, like you said, that's not supposed to start till August. So
Well,
come the end of
my
September, I
question is
should be,
how many weeks is that one, the one that you're in, the 0 to 10K?
So the 10K one actually doesn't end until, I want to say it's like, I'll have to look at the end date, but I think it's supposed to be somewhere around like the middle of September, which is close
Oh,
to when
yeah,
the
okay.
10K is, you know?
Yeah.
But if I start the half marathon in the app now, it's not going to hurt anything. It's just extra time on my feet, which is great. Uh-oh. Somebody bombed out. Here we go.
Hello.
Pierce, you're talking about tacos as we're out here walking around. Some of us have ran today. Oh, whoops. Sorry.
All right, here now.
I'm hitting buttons.
We just found
Ooh.
a tiny tree truck. Can't even talk. That's how good the training's going.
How good's it going? Oh, about that good.
Thanks, good. Come on.
Oh, yep. So, diet-friendly tacos. Pierce has been telling me that he's been following that carnivore diet,
Stay still.
which I find interesting.
I don't, honey. Just keep walking.
Are you out with the dog? I'm assuming
Uh, I'm back
you've
in
got
the yard now.
poor little Etri
Come
on
on.
a walk.
Nah, we didn't go
I was gonna
far.
say we didn't take the dog. She's crazy.
That poor little dog walking around with that fur coat.
Come on, Ash. Come on. Stop. Come on.
Stephanie, how was your run today in this soup?
It was wonderful.
It is swampy.
I was hoping
wasn't
for a little
too
more
bad.
descriptive.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta get everything in the
Like,
house.
it really
I
just
just carried a
sucks.
poop bag in the house. That's how distracted I am. Hold that still. Hold that.
So, and I'm not running. I could see how it'd be hot, but again, I think on a day like today, it's really the humidity that probably gonna suck the
Okay.
life out of you.
There we go. Nope. Not yet.
Where are you going?
Where the skin?
In the
Right.
street back. My plan,
Okay.
no.
Just gotta take my shoe.
All right. We're putting the miles on the
Where'd it
feet.
go? Find it. Find it.
I've only got 1 mile.
Entry,
My
right
phone
there.
hasn't even told me
Entry,
if it's at a mile or not.
right here, entry, what's it?
So at the route I'm
Found
walking, I am at 1 mile right now.
Is that how far we
So,
are? 1 mile. So on an update, Map My Run is not talking to me again. So I will have
oh
no
no.
idea how fast I'm running.
So, and this is part of the reason why
My music is talking to
we're
me.
doing this yet again, is because not everything really jives when you're streaming and running StreamYards and, a lot of the other apps that people are going to rely on. I don't know. It's just doing
I'm gonna run
wacky
again
stuff in the
for you.
background. So it is humid, but on a positive for me, my back's feeling pretty good right now, which is good. This is good. I'll take the steps in the right direction. Pierce says, "You really want to talk swampy?"
Oh my God, Map My Run's talking.
That Florida living. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it must have heard you.
Yes. Fantastic. I have no idea what it said, but I know she was talking to
It
me.
said something.
Oh, I tell you what, though, I'm not in any of my regular running clothes, and I hope
Okay.
to God that'll make a difference. It's caught on the shirt. It ain't it.
All right. Hello, friends.
Here we go. Oh, look at
Hello.
her. She's out back in her filming spot, her studio.
Well,
You
because
see?
it's much
Oh.
inside.
Oh, I fucked it up.
Okay. Is there anybody there?
Yep. She can't hear us.
I can hear you. Hi, Pierce.
Oh, you turned your video off.
What?
I can hear you, but no video.
Oh, when I go to look at the YouTube, then my picture goes away.
Uh-huh. Sure does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Have you guys been getting attacked by deer flies?
No, but did you see that post on that
No.
guy's slow Facebook page? He put tape on the top of his thing, and he had like 22
Yeah.
deer flies.
I think I'm gonna try
That's
it
crazy.
because every day, even right now, I just had one that was around me. I
I
haven't
got a
gotten
gnat
bit by
buzzing
one,
my head.
but
Is Megan
yeah, but I
running?
wonder. No, she's right next to you.
Oh,
She's laggy.
no, it looked like it was bouncing there for a minute. Oh,
You watch.
she
I'll
is.
run. You can see it.
Whoa. Easy, champ. Easy.
Why is she running? She's run already.
Because she's nuts.
Ground chicken
I
instead
just
of
want you to
beef.
see it.
Nice, Pierce. That's great.
Now, see, I went to go bring up my map, my run app to talk about my run today. Is my picture gone?
Yep,
I
sure
can hear
is.
you. Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Oh, let's see. Today I ran 4.4 miles. It was, oops, there goes my thing. It was a feels like of 76 with 94% humidity, which was fun.
Ooh,
Oh,
And I ran for just over an hour. My average
that's
pace
great.
was 14:57.
Yay, not burning,
I kept my heart rate at 155.
which is incredible.
And yeah,
It's all those good blood pressure meds kicking in, keeping you even keeled.
whatever. It works.
Yeah,
we're
that's
trying to
great.
work off the blood pressure med, Sean.
I know, right?
Although,
Almost
Stephanie,
there.
I don't know if there's any hope for you, my friend.
Nope, no. I'm on for life. I'm a lifer. It's fine. Even at my smallest, I still needed blood pressure medication. Like
Yeah, I'm
literally every
amazed
Yeah,
at what you've done because I feel like I've always thought you would work out someday.
right?
nope. I was my lowest right after bypass. I think it was like 150 pounds, and I still needed them. So
And massive doses too.
Like,
So
whatever.
I would, be, but
You would be what?
I would be dead. But Stephanie's alive.
I would be dead.
You would
I'd
be
be
dead from
dead
what? From what?
From your blood pressure medication.
from your blood
Oh,
pressure or the
oh, yeah, no.
medication.
And nobody
So
wants
much
those.
of it.
Mm.
Like, it would definitely stop
Right?
my heart. It's like ketamine straight to the
Ooh,
muscle.
ketamine. Full disclosure, she's not on ketamine.
My favorite was
It's a
the IV.
ketamine-like effect.
My favorite was the IV Ativan, and they're like, "Wow, it still didn't bring your blood pressure down." I'm like, "No, no,
Yeah.
that's not how that goes."
So I do think, switching gears back to like fat turtle stuff. So two things. One, we have one shirt coming for next week, but Lindsay has a really good idea for some other stuff. So we should have some merchandise available very soon for those of you that just want to have a little fat turtle swag, because let's face it, we have a really cool name and a really cool logo.
Wait, is Pierce still here?
Pierce is, well, he was here, and I see 3 people watching, and he's one of the 3 that been chatting away.
I think Pierce should be our Southern fat turtle racer.
He would be a great fat turtle racer. He has done so great on his
Exactly.
diet and his exercise. He's lost a crap ton of weight. He looks great.
So just throwing that out there, Pierce.
So yeah,
Not
he's
enough.
here. He's here and watching. So we got the merch thing coming. We had talked about long ago, like off camera, we had mentioned maybe doing a podcast, which Lindsay reminded us of the other night when we were all sitting around chatting. So I think we're gonna try to figure out probably maybe like one day a week as like an update, and we'll do like an hour live, 45-minute to hour live podcast stream type deal, where we can just kind of give an update, tell everybody how the weeks are going, let you all know what is working for us, maybe not working for us, and hopefully it helps you all out, right? Because that's really the thing, is we're trying to self-motivate, trying to motivate each other, and if we can help you do that, that's great. The other thing brought up the other night was, as my sister talked about her adventure into massage therapy and getting her license and stuff, we had talked about, Lindsay had said it might be a good idea to have her on. I haven't talked to her yet, but she'll do it. So you may see her on once in a while, and we're gonna do a little Q&A and maybe get some tips from her and be like, hey, like this muscle's sore. My back hurts. My calf hurts. What's going on with my foot? You know?
That's exactly what I asked her the other day. What is going on with my foot? And then I said, hey, we should bring her on and talk to people about different problems
Yes.
that we have and things that might be causing it. Of course, like obviously always consult your doctor, but you might be
Oh, you
having
can
similar.
see the comments in if I open this part of StreamYard. That's interesting.
Yes. Yes.
Except I can't see my screen, but that's
Right. Then I
Right.
can't see what I look like on the other
It
end.
is nice that you're not
on a
turning
positive.
yourself off right now, though.
Well, yes, you are. The screen is facing out, so
Yeah. Yeah.
hopefully
What's facing out? My screen?
No, hers.
mine.
Oh.
But I didn't, when we had done the test before, I didn't wear the harness, so maybe that was why. I wonder if it would have done it anyway if I had,
So your Map My Run app is talking to you now?
It did speak to me once. We've only been obviously 1 mile, so it doesn't have much to say.
That's a positive.
But yes, it did talk. Yes, it was
you
very
still
quiet,
using-
but I'm sure if we were, go ahead. If I was running I don't think we're not going to be talking during the pipe.
Yeah, no. Oh,
During my music and that, and then if Sean decides to talk in between, but
yeah.
obviously focus on, I'm going to tell Sean this. He should definitely focus on his breathing that day to try to do better, because I know that he's been having difficulty trying to bring up his time. So I don't think that like expending oxygen is going to be advantageous to that.
Yeah. How's the hydration situation? With
I
the
like
vest?
it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Don't waterlog yourself, Sean, this week. Try it a couple times.
You know what it is? I just love getting like my mouth barely moist. Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. So we were talking
beyond
about it,
wet.
like, so those of you that, if I know like only 3 people are watching right now, but if somebody jumps on later and watches, like you can only absorb something like 2 ounces or less per 20 minutes to 30 minutes.
Really?
So like when you go to, so if you go to like a 5K or a 10K or half or whatever you're doing, and you haven't been training hydration, which is what happened to the host and the producer at this last 5K, where they had the experience of having a hydration station where they've never drank on a run before. They mentioned that they had difficulty drinking the amount of water that was given, even though it was only like maybe 4 ounces, right? Like it was a small cup and it was only halfway full. You absolutely can't really do that. You might be able to finish it, but like you shouldn't look at it and go like, hey, if I was sitting at my kitchen table hanging out in the house, absolutely I could down 4 ounces in one big gulp. You can't do that on a run. So you need to be taken as, I mean, if you want to carry it further, but a lot of times, like for me, I feel bad about throwing the cup on the ground. The barrels are only right near the station. So a lot of people take like a swig.
Down my face, so.
Yep. Dump it on yourself or dump it out. Like just take a swig and that's it. Like get rid of the rest of it. If you're gonna carry hydration, like we're talking about, you can take more swigs more often.
Right.
But you shouldn't be taking too big of a gulp at once, because you'll end up making yourself sick. You'll end up with like running stitch.
Right.
It's not advantageous. So don't do that. Don't do that. But I do recommend that if you're going to do a 10K and you're slow like us, you probably should start training hydration if you're running for an hour or more.
Yeah.
Which some of you are right now. I think all of you are, right?
Yeah. And
Yep. How many ounces are you bringing with you? Because I know that squeeze thing's only like 6 or something, right?
Mine is 8.
8.
What I've been doing is I'm so slow. I've been taking it out like at 1 mile. I'm still on the fence about the electrolyte thing. I think it probably will help for half marathon. I'm not sure that I really need it for 10K unless it was hot like this. If I sweat it out a lot, then probably the electrolytes will be worth it. I haven't noticed if they've made me feel any better, but they haven't made me feel worse. But at least at least the fluid, I think is really important.
Oh, thanks for the
I'm
follow,
sure.
Donna.
I'm sure
Sorry.
that no, it's good. I'm sure that like it's recommended at the higher levels of time that you're out there that like the electrolyte replenishment is probably worth it. So
Yeah.
especially if we're going to like Florida. I mean, if I'm expecting Florida to roughly be like it is right now, you know, at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So
And that half marathon in Disney, they have multiple watering stations. But didn't you read that they cut their Gatorade or Powerade in half with water?
yes. So I've read a lot about the Disney hydration stations, and they do have like a fuel one. Although I think I'll take fuel and just pack it never, unless it's like all loose, because I'm not gonna do a different fuel than I've been training with. So probably on the half,
Yep.
I'll be pulling like an energy gummy or something. Not I haven't been doing that on this 10K training because it's not necessary, but it will be for that. But yes, I have been experimenting with Powerade based on what I've read from people that have run Disney before, saying that sometimes it's like really strong, sometimes it's like barely any Powerade in water. So I've been changing concentrations, and I'm also assuming that whatever they give us is not Powerade Zero. It's probably going to be yellow Powerade because nobody likes that. But I've heard that sometimes blue,
Both
and it'll be
flavors, which I
some
like.
random concentration. And it's probably going to be different at each station.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever they
Yeah.
had with whatever they had, or if you got the bottom of the jug or the top of the jug or something, maybe.
Whew. Here we go. We are approaching 2 miles. Thank you, sir.
I don't think, though, you're getting as much electrolyte in a diluted Powerade as you would in a electrolyte tablet.
Valid. Oh. I'm still here, I think.
I might wear
Oh,
this
there.
hydration vest.
You're here. Yeah.
Whoop. Oh, you lagged out, but you're back.
So did you.
Yeah, I can hear that I'm jumping in and out.
I think what I might do is wear the hydration vest for the 5K just to get used to kind of running on it. And I'll probably wear it all this week. But what I will not do, because I think it's kind of foolish, is fill it up like it is right now. Like I filled it with water just to get a feel. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
think from now on, like half to a quarter of this bag is probably way more than enough.
How many ounces is it?
It holds 1.5 liters. So I don't know what the conversion is for that.
Well, so 1.5 liters, 750 milliliters is 24.9 ounces.
Woo!
Is that
It's like a pint and a half. Hold on here.
a little less than a half gallon on you?
A little less than a half gallon. So it's just under like 4 pounds. Yeah. There's really, I mean, for the 5K, there's probably no need for water, or there shouldn't be. I mean, unless it's ripping hot like it was.
No, but I mean, if it's hot like this, I mean, I'll still be bringing water.
Yeah, I think I'll carry it just so, you know what? I'll use it for my 3 runs this week. I'll use it for the 5K. Right? Because what is that? You don't want to
Well, you're training it.
new stuff in
Really?
on race day, right? So
Yeah, but it's not a marathon or half marathon. Like we're talking
No,
about 3
no.
miles. It's like it's your training run. So
Yep. Which is good. I mean, my last, well, let me think. So we did the race. That was 3 weeks ago. And I think I've gotten 4 runs in. And out of those 4, 3 of them have been like 3 miles. The other one was like 2.5. So that's so crazy to me, though. Like, think about what we're talking about. Like, a training run is now 4 to 5, 6 miles. That's just like never in my wildest imagination did I ever think I would hear myself be like, yeah, so I'm just going to go out on a quick 6-mile training run. It's so wacky. Oh, hello, peoples. I see we got 4 in here now. Welcome on in. For those of you just joining us, hit the like button. More importantly, hit subscribe. Follow us. We got a race this Sunday, a week from today, Portsmouth, Rhode Island.
Yes.
It's the Greenvale Vineyards 5K. We're going to stop broadcasting about 7:30 in the morning. We step off at like 8. That's our starting block. And then when we're done, I guess we get to enjoy some wine. So
Yeah, I think we get 2 pours or something, it said, or maybe it's just a glass. I don't know, whatever.
nice. That's fantastic. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Whew. We're getting there. Almost done.
When you say almost done, you mean today, because we're nowhere
But-
near almost done.
Yes, for today. We're almost done. I got about 15 to 20 minutes to go here.
We've got less because we're almost home.
Now, did you guys, any of you over there run today? I know Stephanie did.
No, my training has now gone off of her schedule
Oh, it has?
because I'm in a different program. So
Are you doing
yes,
4
I don't
days?
think I
you're
came
doing
through.
like a 7-day thing, right? So what's your new program?
Right now it's 5 days with 2 recovery days. It does 2 recovery runs, so 2 slow runs, 2 interval speed runs of different kinds, and 1 long run.
And that is, you're using a different app now too, right?
Yeah, it's the Nike Run Club app. It's also free.
Which is great, because if it's for free, it's for me, right?
Yeah, I thought that actually I would do that because I figured that some of the people that were watching might be like me and not want to pay for anything. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought I'll
I always
do
like
something that.
free or close to free, very much reduced cost, right?
I like this Nike Run Club app so far. I've only done 2 runs with it. It taught the big thing for me is that I needed something that actually spoke to me because I don't have a watch that I'm running off of.
So will the app, I think I asked you this, but will the app speak to the shoes if you've got the little disc in the shoe?
Oh,
Because
probably, but I don't wear Nike shoes.
I had a pair of Nikes, and for a while, when all this technology first started coming out, there was this little oval disc, and it was probably, I don't know, maybe the size of a quarter, but oblong, and it sat in a pocket underneath the insole. And what it did is through Bluetooth, it linked to the Nike app, and it tracked like number of steps, how far you went, so time, things like that. So it was kind of like the forerunner to GPS tracking. But this sounds like it's upgraded from that.
I mean, like, it probably does. It asked to track my shoes if I wanted it to, even though they're not Nikes. It just wanted them input and then asked you for like mileage, but or mileage that you wanted to put on them. Obviously, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go by feel. Like, are my shoes responding? Do I need to replace them? The plan is definitely to replace them before I'm gonna get new sneakers before the half at some point.
Yep.
But I actually did. I haven't published the video yet, but I did a run in brand new shoes.
Ooh.
Actually, no, I think I did it. I think I put that up this morning. So I wanted to do an experiment on a long run. So I did it as my last run a couple days ago with a brand new pair of shoes, just to see if it would injure me or not.
What did you run in?
They're New Balance 880s.
Ooh, did you like them?
Not as much as I like my other shoes, but I didn't
Well, I mean, as long as you're not hating them, that's a
half.
good
I'd
sign.
probably. Oh, I feel like if I was going to replace for the half, I feel like I'd probably run them for like a month first.
Yep.
But I wanted to
Yep.
know what it would be like on one of my longer runs to see if that was a mistake. And they were brand new. Like I took the tags off them right before I went for the run, so I didn't even wear them around the house or go for a walk or anything in them first. That was fine.
Yep. John B says always looking for a bargain.
Yeah, no, that's why I figured it makes sense for me to do the free stuff and see if they work. Now, the only thing I would say about the Nike Run app, and Stephanie's gone, so she has no idea what I'm saying. And I think that's her plan, is to try to do that in a couple of weeks, because she's about 2 weeks and maybe like a run or two behind me
Yeah,
in
that feels
training.
about right. Yep.
The only thing I found so far is because it's the first week, it talks a lot. Like I have my own audio track playing and it comes on, but like they have a lot to say, but I think that's because they're teaching me what to do.
Is it like motivational stuff? Like, remember your game,
There's
good posture.
a little bit of that, but it's more of like, okay, like this next run, I want you to make sure that you're thinking running strong, not speed, just like run strong. And then it'll be like, okay, your interval starts in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, nice.
And then it stops.
All right.
It stops your interval too. So I think, like I said, I think it's just talking to me more because I'm not familiar with the plan yet.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Because they're not the same intervals. Like the speed runs are intervals, but one of them is, like I was talking to you the other day, one of them is called a fartlek. I didn't know what
Which
that
is
was.
hilarious.
Right.
Say it
In the
again.
way they pronounce it, the way they pronounce it in the Nike Run app is fartlek. And I was like, yeah. So I need to know what that is. That's going to be tomorrow. So
What'd you
I'm
do?
going
I
to
went
get
out and
that.
did a fartlek.
Yeah. Yeah. And yesterday was just intervals, but it was different than I thought they explained it to me. And obviously, like, I'm no kind of professional runner. So, like, all of the guidance that it was giving me was completely necessary. I needed direction.
I need more. Give me more.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Okay. Yeah. So I'm hoping that as time goes on, it won't have to guide me as much. It'll just say, okay, start your interval now, and that'll be
Or if
it.
it does
So
guide you, you won't have to pay as much attention to it.
exactly. Like I'm saying,
Right.
like, you're not going to need to tell me what kind of a run it is anymore. You can just tell me you're doing it and here's your time.
Yep. Yep. Whew. All right. We're on the last third of a mile here. I'm gonna be a little over an hour, but that's okay.
Well, it's just a walk. But like I
It
said,
is.
I mean, like, and I've said this, I was talking to some people this past weekend, some people in our friend group, and like, you're not racing yourself. You're going out to be a better you. So like you said it today. You just did, since the last 5K 3 weeks ago, you've only done 4 runs.
That's it. That's it.
You said that.
Yep. That's all I've
And
done.
like, right, and I've done,
How many?
well, 3 a week up until this week. It's going to be more, so probably
Yeah.
12 where you've done
Yeah.
4. Like, but Sean is not racing me. Sean is
No.
racing Sean.
Yep. Yeah. It's all about me, 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 me. I know that's hilarious to say it like that, but it really is, right? Like I'm
Right, you're
racing
going out
nobody
to
but
do,
myself.
right. You should be happy if you do better than you did 3 weeks ago next week.
My goal is like 45 minutes or less. So nearly 10 minutes off. That's my goal.
I mean, if you can do that, great, but like, if you could,
I'm gonna
like,
try. We'll see how close I come.
I have no idea what, like I said, last time was a mistake. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, so I probably messed it
was
up.
a mistake. It was all a mistake.
I don't know what I did, but it's going to be bad. But like, if I've been training at, some days I'm like 14:30, sometimes I'm like 15:30. If I go out and I'm able to do that, or even if I do 14:15 or something, like, it'll be like, wow, I did really good. Whereas for Megan, she's doing like 10-minute miles. Like that
Yep.
wouldn't be good, you know. But
Yep. Megan's definitely fast. She's so
I
fast.
mean, compared to us, yes.
And really, so my overarching goal, right? And I've said this a lot, is I want to be at or below. Oh, hold on. John V says, does anybody use the fitness app that is on the phone?
I have used, like, I had a
I have
Samsung
not.
before. If that's what he's kind of talking about. There
And I
was a
have Apple, and
Samsung.
I've never used it.
Yeah, so John, I have used the Samsung app before, and it was pretty much the same as like every other fitness tracking whatever I've had. So right now I'm using an Aura Ring. I've used the Fitbit app. I've used Map My Run, which is free, and like I have had the Samsung Health do it, and there's a Google Health actually on mine. I don't know if you know. I'm gonna look right now, John, and let you know if it's running. But they all seem to be about the same. They're all not 100% accurate, but
At least it gives you
if
an
you just
idea, though, you know?
yeah, and it lets you keep track. So hold on, Sean. I might
Yep.
have to jump out of this
That's all right.
for some because I'm gonna see if Google is running
Yep.
or has been
So,
running for me.
my goal is by the half, because I think, like, Lindsay and I sat down and we took the Disney criteria, and then between a lot of research, we came onto an agreement that you need to run a 14-minute mile on average. So, and that should, at a 14-minute mile, you should finish in less than the 3.5 hour time limit they put on you. And whoop, here she is. So
It
you
is in
should
fact
finish.
tracking it.
It's what?
It is in fact tracking it. Yes.
Oh, it
So
is.
it's not giving as much information as some of my other apps. It didn't give me like splits for my miles, but it definitely was like, hey, you did this workout, and I haven't even launched it. So it was like, hey, you
Wow,
did
that's
this
great.
workout in this amount of time. So I'm sure Apple has one too.
Yeah, they do. They have whatever their fitness app is, and it has, like, if you look, they have like rings that you close for your activity and all this other stuff that tracks it. And I think part of their update recently has been that it's it tracks steps, elevation, you know, distance over time, that sort of thing. I've never personally used it, and only because I have found that um, some of the other free apps I just find are just a little more convenient, almost easier to read. Some of them give a little bit more of the detailed information. So, for instance, the Galloway app I like because it has a built-in timer, which is great. They have a map built in. I find it to be a little more accurate and really only by a teeny bit. A little bit more accurate than Map My Run, but the other features that Map My Run offers are really kind of incredible, like elevation. I think the way they lay out their split times in a graph form is great. Um, it will, if I'm not mistaken, when it syncs with your device, it gives you like heart rate, average heart rate. So, if you're really looking for the data, I'm sure Apple has something. I've just never personally explored it. So, you use the one on iPhone. John, do you like it? That's the question, right? Is really, if you like it and it works for you, then stick with it. Any steps are good steps.
Sean, I
Oh,
don't know how you can see me, but I can't.
well,
I
your
have to like
your
launch
screen's
back.
blank, but we can hear you.
I'm gonna jump back in. Hold on.
Yeah. Yep. So, fun fact for those of you that, um, maybe wonder why, it's okay. Yeah, and it's free. That's right, John. It's free. Sometimes you'll hear us but not see us, or you'll see us but not hear us. So funny thing about a phone is that the audio and video software and the chips and the RAM and the processing units are really only made to handle 1 to 2 things at a time. So on the iPhone, you can only have one video playing or recording at once. So that's kind of why that does that. Audio wise, when you're streaming from the phone, you can have multiple sources, but there is a limit. And it's like that with most phones. So it's not just any one particular phone, it's just the way it is. Phone technology is not like a computer, although it's close. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, I did a little bit more. We did, we'll be at 3.2 miles here in another minute or two.
Good for
By
you.
the time we get home. Well, that was good. I, not as fast as running, but I was definitely trying to hustle.
You know what you should try right now, Sean? I
What's
don't know
that?
if you were going to try a mount or something, but is there a way you can try to put that in your,
My pocket?
no, is there like a hydration vest pocket on one of those shoulders? Could you
Yeah,
try
yeah, at the
sticking your
front.
phone in?
Yeah, hang on a
Yeah,
minute. Hang on. I gotta just snap a buckle or two here. Give me 1 second.
because I thought that was also part of this experiment, was
It
to
was,
see how
but
your phone attaches.
I need to, just by putting this on and trying it off stream.
He's gone and it's just me. I'm sure he'll be back soon. um, yeah, because I don't know, like I'll
There
pull
we
it
go.
up for you guys so you can see what I have. I have a like an elastic
So
harness.
if I put it in here, this is what you see. So it's a little off, like you're kind of looking to the side and not really.
I see nothing but blue fabric.
Oh,
Is that
really?
like did you change the camera?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't change the camera. That's the problem.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Uh,
Hold on.
yeah, so for those of you that I still have, well, he jumped out again. I have this weird, it's like a rooster wrap. So this goes in the middle of my back. These straps go around my arms, and then it came with these sticky things for the back of my phone case. So it
If I
sits in
can
there.
get this correct, here we go. And
Yes,
we'll
this
go
is
with
what this
the,
test stream is for, sir.
I don't know what that looks like.
That looks better. Now, is
That
it
look now?
in the harness yet? There we go.
It is right now in the harness. Let's see if I can pull that
Okay.
tight. So I don't know what you all are seeing.
Yeah, I'm seeing the street. Well, and
Are
your
you?
hand. Yeah.
And now how about if I run?
I can see running. It's like looking to the
The mill?
riverside of the street,
Yep.
but not straight. But I can definitely see.
So it's not
I can see
terrible?
like, no, it's not terrible. I can see like 3/4 of the road. Like the quarter that you're on, I can't see. It must be
Let's see.
just the
Okay.
shape
Well,
of you. That's better.
that's
Whatever you
good.
just did.
All right. I just pulled it out. I just whipped it out.
Don't whip it out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah.
Anybody blazing saddles? Nobody?
Well, I've tried mine, and Megan said that it shakes back and forth, but I think my carriage is back and forth, like when my arms swing.
Yeah, and I would expect that the camera's gonna bounce and shake anyways. I mean, we're running. It's not like we're in a car. We're not walking. So
Right. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm hopeful. Like I've touched my screen a couple times. I've definitely can do that during the race, but I was a little worried that maybe like my screen was shutting off.
you've touched what? During what?
Touched kept the screen
I'm
awake,
not that
pal.
kind of stream lady.
Yeah, so it's been good, I guess. This gives me a little bit more faith than last time, although I'll tell you, I was hoping that you guys could get the full view instead of this horizontal the vertical with the black framing, but
Oh
it
yeah,
is what it
yeah.
is, right?
Ooh, wow. So, a couple of things I've noticed. Hold on a minute, folks. I am, first of all, back home at the next streaming location, which you will all recognize this lovely location.
Is this your is this your rear facing camera?
This is the screen facing camera.
Okay, well, see, I'm gonna
Screen
try that
side.
because this is my screen camera. Maybe I need to tell the phone to rotate. Oh my God, that must be it.
Yes,
Ready?
yes, there is a setting that will allow it. If you don't do it, it doesn't
Uh,
allow it. Oh, there you go.
okay,
Now you're wide. I
so we could have done that
mean,
the
you're
whole
not
time,
wide, but you're wide.
right? Okay, that makes sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Um, yeah. So what I have noticed is, so yes, that your assessment and assumption is true. Is that hydration pack will make your back from basically the base of your neck, however far down it goes, very sweaty. The sweat has absorbed because it's very thin material anyways, but it is absorbed around the outside, like on the back where the word Nathan is, because I can see the sweat ring. What has not been absorbed is the fabric where the actual hydration pack is absorbed nothing. So I don't know if it's because the water's keeping it a little cooler, so maybe the material didn't absorb it as much, but you can see the perfect outline of the actual pack. But
Of
the
the
rest
bladder.
is definitely a lot darker than the average normal
Well,
color of it.
I think about that because I'll fill my bottles like right before I go, and I actually very much enjoy on the small of my back having a tiny like ice pack,
Yep, yep.
but
I would say it
13.1
was not
miles is not going to
cold.
last cold.
I did not feel hot, but I definitely feel more wet. Like, and I'm hot and fat and sweaty anyways. Like, I would normally probably be this wet if I was running without the pack by the end. I feel that I got wetter sooner, if that makes
Mm.
sense. Like, it's no different, but it definitely started a lot sooner.
Yeah,
So,
it's going to be unfortunate that I feel like
you know what I may do? You just gave me a good idea. I think I may. So, this bladder that comes with this pack has like a screw top, but it's big. It's like the size of like maybe a thermos, right? So I'm wondering if I can get some of those like really long, slender ice packs to freeze and maybe shove one or two in there. They take up a little room. They'll keep the liquid a little colder as I run.
I'm going to tell you that the co-producer keeps her hydration pack in the freezer because they can get funk smell like a regular water bottle and they don't clean.
Oh.
So you might, if you're going to do that, you might want to just put some water in it and freeze it. And then when you fill it, you'll have ice in there.
Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea.
She puts the whole thing in, like the hose, the pack.
With water in it and freezes
No,
it?
she dumps it out usually, and it still has
Yeah.
a couple drops in it. But is that a bug? What is that?
Huh. Yeah, that's got to help a little bit, right?
But you know how like water bottles get funky and weird?
Yep, yep.
Like my little packs are easy to grab and clean out, but yours are not gonna be because it's not like a
No. Some of the newer ones by Nathan, their tops are almost like a sandwich bag where they have like this plastic clip and there's a
oh
little rib on the bag and the clip slides and takes up the rib and seals the bag. This one must be an older, we'll call it older model that has a screw top on it, like a thermos.
yeah. Well,
So the
like
newer
I
ones,
said,
they tell you to flip inside out and dry thoroughly before putting away.
yeah, that's what my Camelback pack says to do, but
Yeah.
I think I think it's not a terrible idea to just keep it stored in the freezer just because I think about like even my Stanley and like all my other water bottles, they get funky in like a couple of days. So
Mine's in the freezer for like 2 years.
oh yeah, co-producer just said that she had hers in the freezer for like 2 years and it still works.
That's awesome. How awesome
So
is that?
yeah,
All
but I
right.
would highly recommend that.
I'm gonna get off this thing. An
So
hour
am
and 5
I.
minutes. And so it's been real. It was a good test. Now I understand what I need to do with some of my new stuff. It feels good to get back on my feet after a week of really not doing much. My back feels okay. I got really good legs after 3.21 miles I just did. So I'll take that. That's a good walking start. So hopefully on Tuesday, I'm gonna run the same route, and we'll see if we can get those running miles now under my feet. It'll be
Yes, I
what,
think that's the
Tuesday,
most.
Thursday for me this week.
I think the endurance skill is really
Yeah,
the biggest thing to build up for those.
Tuesday,
Because
Thursday. I have thought about on Saturday maybe doing like the 1 point whatever it is, 6 or 7 miles, which is to the fire station and back, with no extra sides built in as a way to just stretch my legs a little.
yeah,
But
just don't go crazy because it's the day
we'll
before.
see. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to really burn myself out, so we'll see how I feel Saturday morning. But anyways, that's it for me. Unless you have anything to add, I think we'll just sign off here. We'll tell everybody thanks for joining us. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your Sunday. Next week, look for more content from Lindsay and Stephanie and maybe Megan finally this week. Maybe. I'm going to try to post a couple of things. And our second official race, which is a 5K, next Sunday, July 14th. Stream will start at about 7:30 in the morning. The race will kick off at like 8. We're going to be at the Green Vale Vineyard 5K down in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. We hope you join us all there. Make sure to like this video. More importantly, make sure you subscribe and become a turtle today with the rest of us. So we'll see you all later. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.